All right, what's going on, manifestors? What's up? Let me wake some of y'all up, all right? Let's talk about how we're already manifesting. Yeah, we're already manifesting. We're doing it with our subtle thoughts, all right? And these subtle thoughts we have, sometimes they come from a negative standpoint. And you don't even realize they're from a negative standpoint. So I'm going to wake you up to one very tremendous manifesting, AKA scripting that you're doing. All right. Let me first of all say that you are scripting your days. All right. And your days start 1 minute from now to infinity. And we're scripting all the time in our minds, and we're doing it with our subtle thoughts. So let me give you a disempowering way that you are manifesting unknowingly. Okay. Let's say you've got something you've got to do and you've never done it before. So you do a little bit of research, right? But because you come from a negative standpoint, you don't believe you can do this, and so you try in your mind to cope with this. And the way you're coping is you are trying to prepare for every single negative situation that can happen. Well, you go through all the scenarios, how you're going to react, how someone's going to react to you, all this. And it's all this self-talk, right? And so all this self-talk is basically the scripting, right? Little scenes are being created in your mind. And then in your reality, those things are playing out. So you've been doing this your whole life, and so far you think it works, right? And here's how it actually happens. You're preparing for the worst, right? And then in your mind, by preparing for the worst, everything's going to resolve itself. You're going to be good in the end, right? So then there comes the time where this certain thing is taking place physically, and all of a sudden all this crap is happening, and you're experiencing all this shit, and it's basically happening just like you thought it would. And then you're dealing with it just like you thought you would as you scripted it. And then in the end, everything's resolved. And so, yeah, this is this coping mechanism that you've been doing your whole life, and you've been manifesting it, and it's been playing out the same way. This is a disempowering thing, and you're not taking it into consideration. So, what are we going to do about it? Well, we've got to know that how we think about it the next time can't be a coping way. It has to be a positive way where we know it's going to play out well. This certain situation that we have to do is going to turn out well, and it's all going to be perfect. There's not going to be a coping mechanism involved where we have to go through all this crap to deal with. And in the end, we're good. So if you do encounter some of your own manifestations that have played out in your 3D and they're still in conjunction with your old coping way of thinking, disregard it. Because as you stop thinking this way, and because you don't get reinfected, you will start experiencing life in a much better way. It'll be exactly how you envisioned it in your mind, how you scripted it. Okay? So do that. Do that, manifestors. Understand your power.